Hey, what's up guys? It's Luke and you're watching Luke the Gathering. Thanks for checking out the channel and watching this video. On Friday, we actually had the chance to play the Ravnica Remastered draft. I don't think my store is going to do too many of those. They don't do too many specialty drafts, usually just one, and that's kind of it. Sometimes two, but it was a lot of fun. I've never done Ravnica before, and I wasn't around when original Ravnica was here, so it was exciting to kind of check out what Ravnica was all about. And I know it had to deal with a lot of two-color pairs. That was like the big thing about Ravnica, and that's where we get all of our two-color pair names like Boros and Rakdos and those types of things. So I ended up starting with a blue-white card, so I just went on the Azorius path, not knowing if it was great or not. I think it was decent, but I didn't pilot the deck, I believe, as well as I should have. I only went 1 and 2, so I got a win tournament, a round win, which is good. But I should have gone 2 and 1. But in my final game, I made a critical error and I miscalculated how much damage my opponent could do versus me, and that's all she wrote for that last game. But in any case, I still had a lot of fun, and I got to check out some of the cards. We're going to take a look at what I drafted to see if it's a decent deck. And I really don't know because, one, this is not a draft you can do on Arena, so it's not like I can go on Arena and play. And then we're not going to do too many more of these drafts either. So it is a really limited amount of time that I get to spend in Ravnica Remastered. But we'll check out the cards, and we'll just see what these cards were all about. Let's turn the camera around right now. Alright, first things first, I guess. We do have a promo card that they gave out, Niv Mizzet the Firemind. This was not something we could use during play, but they gave it to us, so that's kind of nice, just as a giveaway. And we also got Unclaimed Territory. Again, not usable, but a free promo. And then this is the sideboard. I ended up getting a Goblin token, a Soldier token, a Bird token. And you can see this is just what I had on the sideboard. I got a Dark Confidant. I just drafted, I guess, because it was rare and nothing else to get that back. I also got Lazav, the Multifarious, another rare foil, so that's kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, that's it. Okay, so let's go to the proper deck. We're going to start off here with the Civic Saber. This was actually a card I wish I had a lot more of. For 1 mana, 1 equip creature gets +1/+0 for each of its colors. A lot of times that's going to be a +2/+0 because a lot of times the creatures in this set are 2 colors. And I had some 2-color flyers that this would have worked, or that this works amazingly with. I just wish I had some more of these. Okay, Cerulean Sphinx. This is pretty pricey. It's a 6-drop for a 5/5 flyer. You can pay 1 blue to put this back into your library, which isn't that great, actually. But 5/5 flyer, pretty good. I got 2 Sky Hussars. I thought this was really cool. When it ETBs, it untaps all the creatures that you have, which is kind of neat. So it's like gives them pseudo vigilance. And then you can play this thing as forecast. You can tap 2 untapped white and or blue creatures. You can reveal a Sky Hussar from hand, and they can draw a card. And this activates only during your upkeep and only once each turn. Which is funny, it doesn't say that on the retro frame one, so I mean, maybe you wouldn't even know you could only do that during upkeep. So it's an interesting place to do that. This is a card that the Civic Saber would have been great with, the Judge's Familiar. It's flying 1/1 with that thing. It's a 3/1. And pecking in for some decent damage. Eyes in the Skies. You can create a 1/1 white bird token with flying, then populate, which means make a copy of another token. Sometimes it's just the 1/1 bird. Sometimes if you have a bigger token, you can make the bigger token copied, which is really cool. Night Veil Sprite. It's a flying, and when it attacks, you get a Surveil 1. So every time it attacks, you get to take a look at the cards, the card on the top, and you can discard it if you want, or leave it there. Morning Thrall is another great flyer if you have the Civic Saver, because when it deals damage, you gain that much life. So if it's dealing 3 damage, you get 3 life. I think that's really awesome. This is a black-white card. Of course, I just used it with white, and I had 2 of them. Conclave Equinaut. This is a card you can convoke out using your other creatures. It's a 3/3 flyer for 6. But again, you can convoke it out, so you don't actually have to use mana necessarily. Rootborn Defenses. This is a populate card, and creatures gain indestructible. I did get an Azorius Signet, so this actually came in pretty handy a couple times when I really relied on this to get that extra mana that I needed. Azorius Arrestor. This guy actually did really well too. It can detain a target creature when it ETBs, and that just means that that creature can't block or attack or use activated abilities till my next turn. So that's really nice. Syndicate Messenger. I never really got this card out, so I can't say too much about it. Keening Apparition. I just thought this can sacrifice to destroy a target enchantment. I'm not sure how many enchantments are in this set. I don't think I saw too many out there on the field. So this didn't do much. It was just a 2/2 for 2, a 2-drop. Here's another Arrestor. Kasmina's Transmutation. This kind of removal that I have, it turns something into a 1/1. They lose all their abilities. Power and toughness is 1/1. I got 2 Summary Judgments. These are the only kind of removal I had. They're not the best, really. They deal 3 damage to tapped creatures. If you cast a spell during the main phase, it deals 5 damage instead. So much better during the main phase, of course. Rising Populace is cool. It's like one of those that grows as things die. It says whenever another creature or planeswalker control dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Rising Populace. So this has the opportunity to get rather large. And the rares I got Warden. You can put a target creature blocking or attacking on top of his owner's library. Or you can create a 4/4 white-blue Sphinx creature token with flying and vigilance. So nice two options there. This is just really a 2-drop Lavinia, Azorius, Renegade. Each opponent can't cast non-creature spells with mana value greater than the number of lands that player controls. Again, this is non-creature, so it's not even convoke or anything. And then whenever an opponent casts a spell, if no mana was spent to counter that spell. So this is probably more for constructed play, not the best. I also had a Blind Obedience. You can extort, and then artifacts and creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. Not the best thing, but it is kind of an inconvenience for the opponent when this is out. So overall, I don't think I had the best deck ever, but I had a lot of fun during this little tournament, and maybe if we ever get a chance to draft again, hopefully we'll do a little better. Okay. So I ended up getting 2 packs for my Troubles. Both of them are just draft packs. I don't think they have set boosters. So let's see what we get as the prize support for Ravnica. Elf Knight, Simic Guildgate, Arboreal Grazer, and then Domri Raid. I don't even know what this does. Let's see. +1. Look at the top card of your library. If it's a creature card, you may reveal and put in your hand. Okay, that's kind of neat. -2. Target creature you control fights another target creature. I think that's good. And then -7. You get an emblem with creatures you control have double strike, trample, hexproof, and haste. Wow, that's quite a laundry list there. Okay, and then we just got the stuff you can draft there. Debt to the Deathless. I didn't see that one. What's that? Each opponent loses 2 times X life. You gain life equal life lost this way. Oh, that's kind of interesting. But it costs white, black. You won't have much mana to pump into X there. Okay, in our next pack, we have a Centaur, Rakdos Signet, Dread, Malkin, Ghostway. What's this? Exile each creature you control. Return those cards to the battlefield under their owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Oh, okay, so it's like a blinking card. Stalking Vengeance. And there you have it. And there you go. Well, that was my draft of Ravnica Remastered. Pretty fun stuff. Let me know if you drafted it at all and if you enjoy this set. Sometimes I wish we could do more of these. I think that'd be great. I wish these were on Arena. I think that would work out really well. But unfortunately, Arena is missing a lot of the things that a lot of Magic players would want to do. But thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.